Welcome to another After Dark live stream. Hopefully tonight is a little bit better than last time. Last week we had a bit of technical difficulties. I want to blame it on the possums. That first track we had, Careless Whisper, is dedicated to all those possums out there that are making love on my sweet, sweet tin ceiling tonight. That one's for you. Well, tonight we are going to be looking at a few things. Tonight, well, actually, mostly one thing. We've got some. I've been 3D printing some larger style props. You may have caught them in the previous live stream that we did for like some Star Wars Legion stuff for the May the 4th weekend. Hopefully we're coming through all right. So just give a hello in the chat if everything's going all well. If you can hear me, everything. Hopefully it's all good. But basically, we had these large style kind of like columns that I had on the tables. And those were had these kind of like cool little Star Wars-y panel kind of things. So I'm going to show a little bit how these come together. They're kind of a combination of some 3D printing and also some extra materials to kind of help them kind of come together. So these are going to be early access, probably after the stream sometime. I'm going to pop them up in the Patreon for people who are supporting. You might see here that we've got some new Wall of Fame people that have been joining the Patreon. You guys have just joined it this way. We've got John Rowley, Martin, Darkfire Designs, Garrett Adams, Jonathan, Anthony Von Olen, John Ryan Thomas, Christian Mustridis. Thanks so much for being a patron for this long. You guys have made it to the Wall of Fame. If you don't know what the Wall of Fame is, that is just around the corner here, just in the game room. Sometimes you can see it on some of the live streams I do in there, but I'll take some nice shots maybe later once they're all up there, because it's getting big. You guys are amazing. You guys are giving me so much fantastic support. Thank you to all my amazing supporters on Patreon. You can see them listed in the credits in the waiting screen. And I just want to say a big shout out and thank you to my Seeker level patrons, Anthony Von Olen, Blake Darley, Charisma on Command, Chris Andrus, Constructed Chaos, Darkfire Designs, Dr. Justin L. Hamrick, John A. Johnson, Mini Wargaming, Nathan Mack, Michael Dykes, and Devante. Wow, that list is getting long. Thanks so much for your amazing support, guys. I really appreciate it. Just because it is very hard. Yeah, very hard to get in here, toil away, make movies, make the episodes and everything. But anytime I can steal away, get in here, usually late at night. This is where the magic happens. Dark after dark live streams here. Usually I'm in here late at night working on all these kind of things. So yeah, I'm going to show you guys how these kind of piece together. These ones, I'm kind of trying to make them more kind of like filament efficient. So these ones, I see we've got Talismans in the chat. Welcome, buddy. So these are kind of more kind of filament efficient, so I try to make these as thin as possible, and then I augment it with some other kind of like more craftier materials, like so you can see some of like the regular ones, which are these big kind of like ones that are done on just like regular cardboard. I had a whole bunch of kind of packing cardboard from some old furniture and that kind of thing, and these have been turned into these like little panel kind of thing. So I'm trying to get an overhead shot, and so I'm going to try and hide some of that seam line and stuff. So I've got some painting to do. These are all just kind of like straight printed at the moment, but also I've got these Star Wars versions of the panels as well. I'll show you a little bit of how that kind of assembles later in the stream, perhaps. And I do have some extra, like super secret little extra stuff I've been printing lately. It is kind of Star Wars related as well. So I have been kind of bitten by that bug. I've been watching some of the prequels lately, and I was like, oh, man. Yeah, I can see what my wife means about liking the original trilogy. Not that the prequels don't have their place, but oh man, like I definitely see the appeal that she has for the original trilogy. Because the original trilogy was really about those like original characters of Han, Luke, and Leia, and that one, and this one's kind of like lore heavy. I tried watching it with the kids, and they were like, "Oh, in the Trade Federation dispute, we got a vote of no confidence." It's like, oh, this is a rough watch for a kid so far. Pod racing, don't get that's all good and everything. It is Tan. Good to see you in the stream. Looking smooth tonight. I think it is mostly because I'm in the streaming cave here, so this is going to be a little bit easier. It always gets a little bit dicey when I'm in the other spot because I haven't quite worked out the bugs in there. So, but with any luck, this should be okay. So we're going to make one of these panels tonight. It's super easy to put together. Basically, I've kind of designed them in a way that you kind of stack them, and then you're going to have some kind of like translucent material on the inside. I've gone with some cheap tracing paper. Tracing paper usually because it's a bit more sturdier than like your regular paper. So like this one's kind of got like a little bit of translucency to it. I haven't tried this tracing paper so far, but seems all right. Maybe if you can find thicker stuff, that's usually a bit more ideal. But this one, I think this one's about, what do you got? 65. 65 GSM. Yeah, I was using some of like this thicker stuff, which I think is probably about 80 or something. Which works a bit better, but I think you can still get some good results even with the cheap stuff. So let's crack into this and see if we can get this together. So we've got several parts on this thing. So these are all kind of like 3D sculpted to kind of slot together. But there's no like clicking or mechanisms or anything. These are all kind of, I think you've got 3 different pieces. So we've got this one, which is kind of like your H piece, and then you've got this one, which is kind of an inverted kind of one. It's kind of like staggered aside, and you've got like a half piece. So these are the 3 different kind of pieces. And to kind of get those all together, kind of grab 3 of these like H pieces, right? So these are going, well, you can make these as long as you want, but I've kind of made them 3 long. And then you kind of basically put the tracing paper windows in these slots, and then to kind of strengthen it, make sure it kind of all pieces together. This kind of bridges over the top, over here. Let's see. Yeah, so you kind of put it over the center. Sorry, still kind of getting my streaming legs here, but yeah, that kind of goes over the center. So you kind of they overlay over each other. And once that's all kind of like glued together, they hold together pretty strong, I would say. Like strong enough to kind of hold together. But yeah, so then you have a whole panel with all that white stuff, all the tracing paper. And then once it's all kind of glued together, got like a floppy kind of thing. And yeah, basically, I'm going to show you maybe a bit later how it kind of assembles later in the stream. But yeah, these pieces will be available either tonight or tomorrow. But I just wanted to kind of do a little bit of a walkthrough of how they kind of piece together, and you know, just kind of show. Usually, the tricky part is doing all like the little tracing paper stuff. Now you could totally just have like you just get a whole sheet, just slap it on there. But what I found was the best was to actually cut the individual kind of like rectangles to kind of fit over these elements. So I think I made a handy little cutting guide for these. I'm actually going to do a couple. How many are we going to need? We're going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 9. So we need 9. I'm going to cut a couple of sheets because I made this little printable guide. I think I'm going to make it a little better. So I'm going to put like a crossband over it just because I'm trying to use it as like a ruler guide. Kind of flexes a bit, so I might have to do that. But we can usually get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're going to cut a couple of sheets, I think. 1, 2. Ugh. I'm just gonna move this aside for now. Alright, I'll just lay them over, because I think you can get quite a few done at the same time. I think I'm gonna use my cutting mat as a guide though. So, let's see. Go overhead. Alright. Oh, I'm gonna try and leave these sheets up a bit. Probably should have left them kind of like glued together. There we go. Not too bad. Alright, so I've got that kind of lined up. Maybe I'll just keep moving it. Alright, there we go. I'm gonna use this to get the height of what I need. I'll just mark it, I think. There we go. Alright, so now I'm just gonna use the rest of my cut. So I'm gonna line that up with there. Where I nicked it? Where the hell did I nick it? There. Alright, there we go. That's all lined up, so I'm just gonna slice it. I guess it doesn't have to be too accurate because it's mostly going to be hidden a bit behind the printed elements. Oh, that's nice. I just put a fresh blade in the thing. Crisp. Alright. And then I'll probably do the same for this. Yeah, because when I was originally cutting all of these, I was measuring all individually. Hang on a second. I think I 3D print something to speed this up a bit. So yeah, I think there is just one improvement I'd make to that, which is just making it a bit stronger, I think. Fold the sheets in half, less cuts. Oh, I'm scared. I don't want to get folds. I don't know. Yes? Anyway, we're almost there. We only need 9 of them. But yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe when we're doing lots and lots of them. My tool here. Yeah, definitely have to rigid that up a bit. That only has to be close though, in the ballpark. I think I left a good amount of extra. We'll see. We'll see in a second. We'll see if Seb's a liar. Lied to us. Oh. Okay, 2, 4, so we're already at 4. This is gonna make 8. I think I remember this being perfectly the right amount. There we go. There. I think this had a little bit over, I want to say. Alright. Yep. Just a little bit over, but pretty efficient. It's kind of used most of a piece of paper, so not too much wastage. Yeah, you see? That's all that's left over. Alright, so we got all these little sheeties ready to go. We'll start lining up these guys now. Baking paper is a good tip. Couldn't find tracing paper. You know what? That's a really good tip. because tracing paper, depending on when you are, can get pretty expensive. Okay, what I'm gonna do first, I think, just to make things simple, is I'm gonna put some tracing paper just on the bigger windows, or if you're using baking paper, that can work too. I guess I'm not sure about the finish on baking paper, if that's gonna be too slick and stuff for the glue. Might be okay though. But we're going to try this. All right, for my glue of choice here. Now, I've used a whole bunch of different super glues from like the hobby store. This is my $2 bottle of super glue, which is kind of my favorite so far. Dries super fast, super hard. I like it. It's one of those thin kinds. So, because I kept getting those like little cheap ones with the little it's like the tube kind of thing. And I feel like they put like just a tiny bit of super glue in those tubes. So these ones are good because they've got like the big bottle in it. So I can see lots of super glue. Terraintronics, good to have you here. We are back live streaming in here. It's been a hot minute since the last one. Okay, so what I'm gonna do. So when I was initially doing the super gluing, right? When I was initially doing it, my first instinct was go all the way around it. And what happened with that is if you go with that method, you can see on some of these earlier ones, there's a little bit more of this like warping on when it dried, kind of like a little bit of shrinkage and stuff. But you can see on like some of the newer ones, pretty nice and smooth there. So what I found was, rather than going around the whole thing, was just to put like a drop, just a little bit around it, rather than going around the whole thing. And that did a better job, I think. Let's give it a shot. Functional internet, you are correct, sir. Wow, that really just gushed out there. I was just talking good about you, super glue. Just you had to ruin it. Okay, I don't need that much. Oh man, this is embarrassing. All right, I'm gonna hold this up a bit. Do a little bit of a side dip, I think. Man, yeah, the super glue just wants to come out. Yeah, see, that's all I want. Just a little tiny amount. Here we go. 3, 4. Yeah, what am I doing here? 4, 8, 10, 8, 9, 10 drops. There we go. So not a lot, because once that's kind of like sandwiched in, that's going to hold it as well. So this is just going to hold it there. There we go. Just a little bit. You can see. Yeah. So that should get it. Now we just got to do the rest of them. You can see on the other side, pretty nice. And 2. Oh. Easy there, pal. Don't need too much. There we go. It wants to come out, that super glue. Oh, there we go. Strong. Very nice. If you just joined us, welcome to Atmoseeker. We are a YouTube channel with To me, I am a YouTube channel where I kind of look at a lot of atmospheric design type stuff for tabletop gaming, whether that's your fog, your lighting effects, your terrain, your miniatures, all about creating an immersive experience for your Dungeons and Dragons, your wargaming, all that type of stuff. So if you're interested in that kind of thing, consider subscribing today. We have a delightful community, Discord via our Patreon as well. So if you're keen to check that out and get in touch with other fantastic, eccentric folk with that kind of stuff, you can check it out as well. So yeah, today we're looking at some like larger scale props. This is for an upcoming video that's going to be coming late in a few weeks, I guess. I just started filming it. I was sick all last week, but these are going to be fantastic. These are going to be some really large scale dungeon columns. You may have seen them in some previous streams where I was kind of putting some together and stuff, but yeah, that's all kind of in full swing now. So I'm hoping to finishing that video soon. But yeah, if you want to see more stuff like that, there's more videos on the channel, that kind of stuff. Good to have you here. I see we got campaign terrain in the chat. Welcome. Good to have you here. So delicate. I'd be slathering solid ring of super glue. But I just talked about it. I just talked about don't do that. Because it shrinks. It shrinks. Yeah, you can see. See it. See. We'll show you again. We got this one. You can see how it's kind of like shrinkage and stuff. This one, that's the smooth. That's what you want. The smooth one, not the wrinkly one. Because yeah, if you go all the way around it, that's what you're gonna get. That kind of like old wrinkle boy. That's not what we want. Worst of all, though, I realized that after I'd done like 10 of them. So I've got 10 wrinkly boys back there. But we can try putting some like lights and stuff behind them later in the stream. Try to make these simple to do, as simple as possible, because chances are you're gonna need lots of them. So I think I had a good assembly line kind of workout the other weekend where I was kind of doing this stuff. I think I made like 10 of these, but it was I definitely cut a lot of those strips. But, you know, once it's done, it was actually a pretty fast turnaround. And these columns are great. Like, I'm very excited about these columns because they take a space from, oh, it's, you know, it's a dining room, but now it's, you know, oh, now it's framed in this kind of like dungeon or Star Warsy type space. Star Warsy. Ooh, that one's not gluing there. Looks like there's a little bit of a lift with this panel. There we go. All right, we've got 1, 2, 3, and then the tricky part is going to be joining them. Boop, 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 boop. Another one. Pretty good that I haven't glued myself to it yet. So it's a record. 3, 4. There we go. Oh, I just watched episode 2 Star Wars. Oh man. Man, I don't remember those movies looking so green screeny. Like I feel like there's a lot. Like George leaned into that stuff real hard. But I remember when those movies came out that it was like, oh, I want to film something and then put a lightsaber effect on it. I feel like everyone was doing that with their copy of pirated After Effects. Alright, so right now, what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna line this up real careful, like, right? So we're gonna just line this up so they match. Yeah, that's nice. I'm just gonna do it one at a time. Yeah. Drop, drop. Don't need a lot. Okay. So these two are lined up now. I'm gonna drop this guy in there. Beautiful. Yeah, you can be pretty rough with it. Just want to get a little bit there. I noticed, like, if there isn't enough glue, just kind of peeking a little bit on there, it'll travel. Ooh, there we go. So it's very, very thin, this super glue. I just like to move it like this in case it's like dripped through and like, definitely don't want to glue it to the table. Inevitable, you say? Well, so far so good. So good so far. So far so good. Why does that sound wrong? So far so good. Alright, I'm gonna line it up there. Easy. Nothing bad happened. You didn't see that. Oh no! Okay, there. Okay. Yeah, this super glue comes out super fast on this bottle here. And it was a little generous for me. I went on the back of one of these. Hopefully it's not too bad though. Let's put that on there. Oh, alright, we've got a spare one. There we go. Yeah, you can see. Oh, it's moved. There we go. Oh, come on. Don't glue yet. Oh. Okay, no, we're good. We're good. I think. Yep. Oh, have we stuffed it? I think we stuffed it. Oh no! I think we can tear it off. again. Get a focus, Seb. People are watching. There we go. It's a good thing we made extra. Okay, easy now. Ugh. Okay, don't touch it, don't touch it. Okay. Oh, you touched it, Seb, you touched it. I said don't touch it. But I wanted to. I think that's okay. Oh, yeah, still together. Whew. Okay, good. Very good. Don't touch it. Don't touch it. So good. Alright, that's the hardest part. Oh, and I gotta do the end parts. Son of a... That's alright, we'll do that. Where is it? We gotta cut this in half. Where is that guy? Alright, we got two halves. Don't touch it. Immediately touches it. Well, yeah. It's sticky. All right. Now this is going to sit inside the kind of like mount piece that I have for the panels, so it doesn't have to look too neat, and I think mostly you're just going to be able to see that top half that way. So yeah, it'll make sense when I show you. One, two, three, four. That. Okay, wonderful. Stop. No, and you know what? I'll say this about those $2 super glue bottles. For some very strong glue, that bottle just keeps falling over. I don't know why you would design it that way. It's like tapered. That way. It's designed to fall over. I know what it is. It's so I have to buy more glue. They got me. They got me. I already bought like 3 of them. All right, we have got this paper all in there, which is good. And I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna start. Sorry, Anthony. Go over here. So I usually start from the center outwards. So we're going to put the other side of this panel. We're going to try and line it up with the other side here. Let me come in a bit closer here. Yeah, so because the ends can be kind of mismatched slightly, because we're going to, that's all going to be hidden for the most part. So, but if we can get it close enough, because you're going to be seeing those center panels quite a bit. So what I'm going to do is work out how to glue this on. that's what we're gonna do. Usually, I like to put glue on like the far sides on the ends, and then a little bit here and there. I think we can go a little bit heavier. I just don't want to go too much that it kind of bleeds onto the paper too much. So you know, it's kind of like I want to put some on, but you know, not too heavy, I guess. Oh man, this glue is drying. It's drying pretty fast. Yeah, just gonna be fast. Hopefully that's good enough. Yeah, I'm gonna get one on there. Put a thick hair tie around the bottom. Should help with it not falling over. That's a good idea, actually. Tan's always in here giving me some good tips. I really appreciate that. Alright. So we got that one in. Very good. Thick hair tie. I'll have to try and steal some from my cat. She's always taking them. Okay, this glue, I guess I have to be pretty fast. I already see it drying. Alright, there we go. Thick, well, I don't have any thick hair ties. Should have seen me when I had long hair. Okay. There we go. See, that's pretty well lined up, I think. Yeah. Alright, and then it's just the end biddies. So you get these half sections. Now there's only one version of these. You saw that there was two versions of the middle plates. So there's the H and then there's the inverted one. Whereas this one, there's only one because basically you flip it over and it's a mirrored side one, which is kind of good. Oh yes, my cat's constantly stealing them from my wife. And my wife keeps leaving them lying around. So I think there's probably several hundred underneath my fridge. I'll have to dig them out. No big ones though. I think they're mostly like the thin ones. All right, let's see if we can line this up. Then we're gonna have to give it a minute to dry, I reckon. Oh, I can show you guys one I prepared earlier. There we go. All right. Glue. Give it a little move around. Sure, I haven't glued it to the table. There we go. And just gonna do the other side. Definitely need that. And there we go. All right. Yeah, all right. I just glued my things together a little bit, but that's part of the process. Oh! All right. Yeah, and there you go. You got one panel together. I'm probably going to give it a little bit of time to dry there. But yeah, once that's all together, so this probably takes up about, if I wanted to be an estimate, I want to say it's like 30. Is it 30 grams? Is it 30 grams of filament per town? Anyway, there's not a lot of filament in this thing, but yeah, I have found, like, if you're going to paint it, I guess paint it before you assemble with the paper and stuff. I'm okay just kind of like filming it, having it in just the regular gray, but I guess you could use different kind of filaments and stuff for different types of colors and stuff. There is a little bit of like edge detail on this thing as well, which is pretty good. Like here, even if you like dry brushed a little bit there, but that's basically it. Kind of comes together, prints really fast. Like one of these like little panel kind of guys, I think it prints in like, I don't know, 10 minutes or something. I am using a Bamboo Lab P1P, so it is a little faster than your regular ones. But then, yeah, then you got a whole bunch of them, and then you can start to assemble them as well. But that's basically a walkthrough of this little guy. Let me see if we can get some extra pieces here. We can maybe assemble one of the column sections. So they all come together with these little cornery bits, which are, they all kind of assemble these kind of like bracket kind of things, and they're wide enough to kind of fit one of these panels. Also some of the ones that I've done with like cardboard over here. So we're going to just assemble one of them, and then we're going to put some lights in it and see how that looks as well. So usually what I do is I usually like to have the arrow part on the bottom, and that's going to be, and this top one's going to be my base. So these ones are done in like a stone pattern, but I usually use them for the Star Wars stuff as well. I found them pretty universal. Even if you don't want to paint them, I've just done, even you print it in gray and you just get a little bit of sandpaper. You can scuff it a bit to kind of give it a little bit of edge highlighting. But I'm just gonna assemble one of these ones. There we go. So arrow up. Alright. This slots in. Then another one. I'm gonna use one of the stone ones in the back and sides, and then we'll put the well, actually maybe I'll just do the sides so we can put some light from behind it. That's a good idea, actually. Okay, so we're gonna need another one on that side, I think. Yeah. Arrow down. Okay, very good. There we go. And let's see, grab one I made earlier just to make sure that that glue is together. Slides in. That is one thing I gotta do, because I'll see if I can show it on this camera. But yeah, basically on the corners, I like to kind of have, I'm not sure if you can see it there, but basically you have it all of the way at one of them, but on the other side, so we can have that, you kind of have it like a staggered pattern. It'd be easier to draw it out to kind of explain it, but basically, so yeah, one goes, I don't know if you can tell, like down here. If I can zoom in, that would be good. Oh, this is the difficulty when you're working with large scale stuff. But yeah, I'm gonna push this all the way to the end. So it's kind of all the way to the end on one of them, like that. That's better. And then that slots in there. And then this guy's gonna stagger to the front. Let's see. I think the cardboard's going to come to the front. Okay, there we go. So that's going to stack in there. Close. Now I'm not going to put a panel in the back, just so we can try putting some lights in there for now. But usually I'll put a panel in the back so we don't see it. I'm going to get a couple more of these brackets. And I'm going to have the arrow still at the bottom. Let's start with the front of it, actually. I'm going to put it in both. Yeah. There. Yeah. All right. I haven't done it all the way around, but usually when you have all fall around, it's a lot stronger. There we go. We've got one pillar. Now, what I like about these is that you can flat pack them, put them away. If you're not playing Star Wars, sometimes I like to have the other material on the other side, the stone. I am going to make some more alien-themed panels. That's for a video we're doing later in the year. It's going to be for a your kind of Nostromo, alien style adventure type thing. There's a movie coming out later this year. I thought, ooh. I'm going to do some stuff for the Alien RPG as well, so we're going to have some more industrial style panels. I'm not sure if that's going to be 3D printed or more crafted type thing, so we'll have to stay tuned and see how those kind of come together. But yeah, let's try lighting this thing now. So because we've got that translucent material in the back, let's turn that off. And maybe I can just grab something. What do we got? We got one of these. What is it? One of these little things. Now normally I would have some of my like DMX lights coming from the top so we can control the patterns and stuff, but yeah, you put this is just like a little light like this. Put it on the bottom, the top, or something, and that creates that look pretty well. Yeah, so that's just a little walkthrough of how to create some of these Star Wars panels for the dungeon columns that are going to be coming out soon. So the panels, these Star Wars panels, are going to be early access either tonight or tomorrow. So this is going to be hopefully help you how to piece them together. But yeah, that's a lot of fun. I quite like how they kind of quickly come together, and they look, especially when you have a lot of these ones. It's quite good, especially when you put them in around the table, or if you have like a larger ones just around in a dining room. It just like instantly changes the room. I'm excited about that video with the larger columns. So hopefully we'll be able to finish that video up soon. I'm still filming it, so it's probably still going to be a few weeks before it's kind of finished. But let's yeah, I've still got stuff to glue. So I think we're gonna change gears now from the columns to some extra stuff that I've been kind of meaning to get into it. Like, whilst I've got the glue handy here, and I've been kind of gluing my fingers together. I've got a box of Star Wars Legion stuff that I bought like last year. It still hasn't been opened, and I'm like, oh man, I really want to see these snowtroopers come together. Especially we had the Hoth board the other week. Oh yeah, definitely want to have more of those. But yeah, we'll leave this here, and this will be good. For maybe we can do that. There we go. Yeah, so that's the one. So yeah, you can have some big props come together. Now I still got lots of these stone patterns kind of to paint later. So I'm gonna have to work out. It's a good fast way to paint all those. I've got some ideas. I'm gonna have to test some ways because I want to get a little bit more texture on them too. Gonna make some blaster door frames too. Now that's interesting. Didn't really like push. I'm gonna stick with the columns for now, but the blaster doors. I want to be able to have this flat packable away. So you see how this is nice and flat, and you can just pop it on the shelf down here when you're not using it, which is quite good. Yeah, go to whole yards. Just have my children on either side of the door, pulling it open. Ready to go. All right, I'm gonna get stuck now. I've been looking forward to getting into this box for like a year. This is the Blizzard Force Echo Base starter set. Starter set? Battle Force. It is starter set. It's got a whole bunch of miniatures in here. For like snowtroopers and that kind of thing. I know probably people on this channel are getting a little bit sick of the Star Wars stuff. Let me know if you are. I'll change it to more kind of like D&D type stuff. But oh man, I've got Palps in here. Palpatine. There's secrets in this box. What else is in here? Boba Fett. Oh my, oh my God, I got some what? We got Palps, Boba Fett. What else have we got in here? Is that it? Oh man, we had some bonuses. Oh, I really do want to put this ATST together. Maybe that's what we'll do tonight. Yeah. It's a lot smaller than I remember. I guess it I guess it checks out, right? What we got, man? That's right. I remember these Legion minis not being a great fun time to piece together, mostly because they're in so many pieces, like obscenely so. Little oh, there's more speeders in here too. Alright, so, yeah, I remember these speeders being exceptionally fiddly to put together. What else have we got in here? I see some speedery bits have gotten loose. That's right, I'll leave the speeders for now. We've got some snowtroopers. These would be fun. I don't have any of those. Maybe we'll put those together. Yeah, we got some more speeders. I'm gonna leave those. And we got some decent amount of snowtroopers. Really good. Like that. Some more speeders. I'm gonna leave the speeders. Oh, we got Vader too. This is gonna be my redemption arc of doing Vader once more. I had unsuccessfully tried to put LEDs in his lightsaber last time. It kind of worked. I was using like conductive paint and that kind of thing to get the LEDs going. And then I think after I like did some painting to it or something, it stopped working. It was very heartbreaking because it was a hard job getting those LEDs together. All right, I think we'll go with the big one. What is this? The ATST one. We got instructions in here. Is that what this is? Read this first. Oh man, there's no instructions. I feel like I'm gonna need instructions for this guy. I could try winging it. See how it goes. Oh no, wait, hang on. What's this? Oh no, these are boba instructions here. Oh, you see, like why do they have to separate the little bits like of the booster? And like unless it's like clear stuff, why are they separate? I hate it when it's so many tiny little bits. I mind having a little peek of boba. Oh, there's Palpy. I was wondering where he went. He's hiding in the boba box. You son of a bitch, Palpy. How have you been? Yeah. Oh, man. Because I looked in this box earlier. I was like, where the hell is he? He's not in here. He's chilling with Boba this whole time. Man, there are a lot of like zip bags here. Oh, I can't remember what I was gonna do with this guy. Surely I've still got his lightning around. Oh, what's that? That's a stick. What else we got? We got boba. Well, I'm gonna put the boba in the boba box. Instructions for the boba into the boba box. Base for boba into the boba box. Into the boba box. In the boba box. All right. Well now I feel good because I thought I'd lost Palpatine. I really want to like stick him on his base. He looks pretty good. He looks pretty done. Where's his lightning though? Maybe he didn't have it. I don't think he has it. No, I don't think he has lightning. I want it though. I want to have some lightning on him. Surely I can 3D print something or something. I want to have a little bit of lightning coming out of his hand or something. That would be cool. Yeah. LED force lightning. Oh boy. Oh no. Oh, I have no luck with the LEDs. Terraintronics, help me. How do I do that? How do I put what's the easiest way to put LEDs on a miniature, please? I want to say I want light here and it happen. And then you're gonna worry about like battery packs and stuff. I'm not gonna glue the base. I'll leave the base for now. But all right, Palpy, you chill here. We're gonna glue something. Let's see. I've got a walker. Might leave the walker. I don't know. Can't really want to pull out all the instructions and stuff. I mean, how hard could it be, right? I put an AT-AT walker together. This can't be that hard. And I've made one of these out of Lego, so I suppose I could just look up the instructions, right? I'm going to just look at the pieces and not lose them. Let's see. What do we got? Oh. Almost just dropped like half the pieces on the floor. Oh man, yeah, this looks super complicated. I don't know. What is this? The leg? Oh no, it's like a whole chassis and everything. Oh. UV paint the lightning. The UV paint the lightning. Not as cool though. fiber optics. We've got fiber optics. We've got UV paint. I think UV lights work pretty well, even if it's like clear. Like I've definitely had it where it's got a UV light in the room and it makes it glow. I think I am gonna just leave the walker. Let's. If you want me to see me put the walker together, they're too bad because it's not gonna happen. That is like Saturday morning Seb with a coffee putting that guy together. There's too many bits. I'm gonna put some. I know how little men go together. I know where arms are. I know where legs are. I'm gonna do that. I think Palpy he needs some friends. So we'll do that. What do we got here? This isn't the one where we get like options and stuff, is it? Let's see. We've got leg. We've got 3 bodies, 3 legs. What do you think, Palpy? Perfect. Perfection. Unlimited power. There we go. One. So this got leg. I wish there was paper instructions here. Definitely. Alright, we got a gun. And they're clasping it, I believe. Yeah. Alright, so that goes there. And then that goes, I think. So there's a hand there, and that goes there. Okay. Oh, that's pretty straightforward. Let's try doing that. The legs seem easy enough. We'll go with the legs. They go in. The legs go in. The legs are at the bottom of the body, just like a human. Put a little bit of my special glue. Probably have people screaming out like, "Oh no, you should paint the cape first before gluing them." I like, personally, I like to paint them when they're all assembled. I think because if you can't see behind the cape anyway, I don't know. I think I just like to have them assembled. Probably because they sit they sit unpainted for like weeks and weeks, months, years even. Thank God that they're mostly already done, right? It's just throw a wash on this buddy, and he's ready to go. Let me see how this arm is gonna fit in. How arm fit? How arm fit? Arm fit on body in there. Okay. Needs a little bit of twisting. Although, there we go. Looks like he holds it pretty high up. Oh, is it? There. Hang on, let's look at the picture. Yeah, these ones, he's holding it pretty high up. He's dry fitting it there. Okay, I think that's right. Easy now. Just a tiny drop. There we go. And then glue it to your finger. Okay. Wonderful. It's a one-armed man. And then this other arm goes on here. Oh, maybe I should have done that one first. Oh. Oh. Okay, no, that's okay. It's all right. It's flexible plastic. We'll work it. Work it, baby. That's it. Tiniest of kiss of liquid. That's too much. It's way too much. Oh. Okay. Don't glue like that. I gotta go in there. There we go. Haha! He's pretty happy. Can't really, you can't really see, but under that mask, he's smiling. Oh, my little clock. You guys can't see what time it is. I can show you what time it is. Hang on. Here we go. Almost midnight. These aren't too bad. I've definitely had worse ones where it's a lot more tiny little teeny weeny pieces. But yeah, no, this guy's pretty cool. Snow Trooper. This guy's ready to roll. Shit, let's put him on a base. We'll paint him on his base. Screw it. Put him on there. Straight away. Or should I not put him on a base? I kind of want to have him standing around though. I can always just take him off if I don't want it anymore. We'll see. Yeah. Man, that glue is fast. Do not mistake me for some humble $2 store glue. Okay. This glue is called Super Glue 3. Okay. Yeah, there we go. One little tiny man. Or what? Could be a chick in there. I don't know. Alright, Palpy, you got a friend there. It'll be over. It'll be over soon. Yeah, it'll be over soon because I've got work tomorrow. I've got work tomorrow. I was feeling wretched all week, feeling pretty bad today. I had the flu, cold or something. I don't know. Now I'm in here. You can't stop me, gluing little men. I can't. Yeah, I like the. I'm gonna do all the legs. There we go. I'll do one. I wonder what's better. This kind of stuff, like assembling stuff, or 3D printing these little guys. It's got to be a mixed bag, right? Like, it's nice that they, you know, why aren't these already together? Are these mostly so people can like paint the cloak thing? Maybe it's for painting. I don't know. I'm not a miniature. I'm not a miniature guy. I just glue things. I just glue things to other things. That's my motto. Okay. Whoa. Okay. These are all the same, I think. These are all the same pose. Well, isn't it? I'm just ecstatic now. I'm gonna glue these guys. Oh my god, that is way too much. Just ease off, okay, glue. stuff goes everywhere. Oh, man. Okay, next time, note to self, because I got another bottle over there. Maybe note to self about just cut the teeniest hole next time. Because, man, it just gushes out. I bet you got people with their, like, precision tips. With super glue. There we go. Man. I'm working through all the Star Wars movies, right? I watched episode 1, episode 2. Started watching episode 3. I'm tempted to watch Rogue One before the original trilogy, but I'm super excited to watch the OT just because I just found I had these DVDs that have the original theatrical cut in there. So they're before any like additional like special effects or like CGI or in them. These are like the original like clean like theatrical ones. So I was like, oh man, it's been like years and years and years and years and years since I've seen that version of it. I've always seen it with like the CGI characters and stuff. I think it was a while back, I don't know, like 20 years ago or something, when they like re-released them in the cinemas. And even then they were like enhanced, as you would call it, I guess. But yeah, I'm super excited to just watch the original ones. I like all the puppets. I like all the miniature work. I love that stuff. I think that's kind of like a little bit of the crossover that happens with some of the stuff I do on this channel, because I love all like the miniature special effects and stuff they do in film. I'm like, oh, maybe I can bring some of that kind of like that magic, that movie magic to like tabletop setups. Man, I would love to have like it's kind of like a mashup of like haunted house, like Halloween kind of like stuff, theme park rides, and miniature film special effects. But for tabletop gaming. That's the vibe I'm going for. I think I did not push his arm in there enough. Urgh. And we got 2 friends for you, Palpy. He's loving it. Here, stick you on your base. Oh man, I have the VHS version where they were boasting the widescreen editions, not the pan scan. I remember those. Is that with the like the black case? I can't remember. It wasn't the clamshell, I don't think. I do remember those. Yeah, we got 2 friends for you, Palpy, defending you. I need no defense. Well, I know you unlimited power and all that, but you got a couple of buddies. They need to talk to you. Keep your friendship up. I prefer a Hero Quest miniature rather than the Games Workshop model that needs 50. No, I like. Definitely. Man, the Hero Quest miniatures are great. I think Did they need any assembly? I don't think they did. They're just full molded. I think some of them had like a bent sword or something. Need a little hot water. Fix that thing right up. Stay. Oh man, now I really need to get those hair ties. I gotta go bully my cat. There we go. Oh, we're gonna have this guy. We're gonna have three snow troopers. Gold embossing on the logos. Yeah, I'm there with you. This is like in the same period of just like, I remember going to the store and getting the old RoboCop cartoon on the clamshell ones. That I don't think that was for kids. Or maybe the cartoon was a bit more kid-friendly. No assembly required. Yeah. I think maybe that's why my kids have had such a good time painting those Hero Quest ones. Oh, this guy came together real fast. Faster than his friends. Slick Nick is what I'm going to call him. I do like it when there's no assembly required. But I wonder if they're assembled somewhere or if it's just molded that way. I should check. I should have a look at some of the models. It's probably just molded that way. Haha. Alright, well look, I've had this box of Blizzard Force Echo Base. No, yeah. I've had this for like a year. We did it. We glued some of the little men inside it. Oh, and they're so happy. Especially little baby Palpatine there. With these little sidekick men. I haven't quite glued that guy to the base yet. But, oh man. Yeah, I'll take a photo and put it on the Instagram. That's wonderful. Alright, well tonight was that was fun. we made some big props stuff, so you can expect that early access probably tomorrow. I'm gonna go straight to bed. And yeah, sometime tomorrow, maybe at lunchtime, I'll upload them. All the files, so you guys can print the stuff yourself. If you're in the Patreon, you get early access to 3D files like that. And then once the video comes out, it'll be available for purchase in the Patreon store for everyone. But basically, yeah, it's gonna be fun. I'm looking forward to having all the columns printed because we're gonna have a nice big setup in there, and that it kind of flat packs down and packs away nice and easily. Really like that. Yeah, thanks guys for dropping in to tonight's live stream. Super nice to have me here. Nice and relaxed, kind of. I know it's not kind of continued on from last time where we were looking at some lights and stuff. Just thought we'd take it easy a little bit, kind of smash this out and start looking at some of this stuff. Obviously I've got boxes of this kind of stuff that I have to kind of work through. So that's what we do in After Dark. Until next time, take it easy. I'll see you then. Bye.